There, I'm moving it. The Tabasco sauce, I can't see anything at all.
Fly, shit! Fuck! The panel!
We made it, fuck, since 3:30. Still smoking like hell, even now. The roof is blown up.
What? It's really messed up over there! There? Oh, Lord.
Holy shit, yeah, how do you even aim? I'd like to know. Can't you see them or what, huh? Come on, guys, what's up with you?
I'm shocked. Fucking hell.
Breaking news. These strikes have left the Russians stunned. A disaster has struck the refinery. A critically important plant and 2 refineries at once. The fire is literally devouring everything. The locals are huddled in a corner, the air defense didn't work. The General Staff of the Armed Forces of Ukraine made a loud statement right after the massive strike on the enemy's military-industrial complex. Moscow is shaken, drones are increasing their flight range. More on this ahead. Watch until the end. Hello, this is Ukraine Today. I'm Darina Hatsakalo, and here are the latest events. Hell in Russia in all its glory. Russians are going for a morning run from fierce drones while Putin's critically important factory is living its last moments before passing into eternity.
Fly, my dear father, with all your might and grace. Finger.
These explosions were shown live. Don't miss it.
It all started around 3:55. 3 strikes and 1 powerful explosion thundered in the sky. Eyewitnesses counted at least 5 drones. They added that near the northern outskirts of Arzamas, in the area of the Ziguli settlement, the drones were flying very low.
It came in from that side, That's where it was coming from. To the 11th watchman.
The drones caused a real explosion in Arzamas' Nizhny Novgorod region. There, a major target was wiped out. A target of the Russian military-industrial complex.
Astra, based on photos and videos, determined that drones attacked in Arzamas, the instrument-making plant, which positions itself as one of the leading enterprises.
This is definitely the most powerful attack on the plant. The footage speaks for itself. That channel simply can't hide it. The video is everywhere now. Locals showed the aftermath of the drone strike. The plant took a serious hit.
Its products are used in fighter bombers, helicopters, surface-to-air missile systems, and spacecraft.
The governor of the Nizhny Novgorod region, Gleb Nikitin, confirmed that the targets of the attack were industrial enterprises. 1 person was killed and 2 others were injured. Panic swept over the Russians like a blanket. They film everything on camera and are left guessing what kind of drones turned up the heat on them.
According to SHOT, the armed forces of Ukraine used FP-1 type drones. These are the very drones they used on August 10th during the attack in Russian regions.
And the Russians are also very worried about whether they managed to capture the epic moments of the strikes on video. Meanwhile, the drones have reached Moscow as well. The mayor reported on the successful work of air defense and repelling the attack from just a few drones. Has he really forgotten how to count? Or did he just forget?
The air defense forces of the Ministry of Defense shot down 2 drones that were flying toward Moscow. Emergency service specialists are working at the site where the debris fell.
Residents Moscow suburbs Brunitsia and Sofino heard air defense systems after midnight. The explosions were tearing sky. The day before, drones reached the Komi Republic for the first time and pierced a tank at the Ukhta oil refinery. Putin's cries can be heard far beyond the Kremlin. Local telegram channels immediately reported a series of explosions, after which firefighters, ambulances, and other emergency services arrived at the refinery. The anti-drone nets didn't help. At the center of the events is Lukoil Ukhta refinery, which supplies fuel and lubricants to the Russian army. The target was located 2,000 kilometers from Ukraine.
Every voice matters. Join our community, support independent journalism, and help us bring you the truth from Ukraine. Become a member of Ukraine Today. Join us now.
They had barely recovered from one loss when suddenly drones struck again with another precise hit. This time it was the Saratov refinery. Lisi.
Bang! That's it! All done! Something's really bad over there.
Oh my god.
The General Staff of the Armed Forces of Ukraine immediately reported a massive fire on enemy territory and millions in damages.
The Saratov oil refinery is one of the key fuel infrastructure facilities of the Russian Federation, involved in supplying oil products to the occupying forces. Its annual processing capacity is up to 7 million tons of oil.
I am a Jew. Yes, that is absolutely correct.
Local residents complain that the so-called defenders of the sky, vision problems, they don't see drones.
Yapona mother, yes, how are you healing? Can I find out? Why can't they be seen? What's wrong, huh? Come on, guys, what's wrong with you?
However, not all Russians are so bold. Most have gone quiet, trembling with fear. Everything is burning. Oh Lord, help us.
I'm currently having a panic attack. What exactly should I do in this situation? Try to sleep for real and try to relax.
Meanwhile, on top of the drone chaos in Russia, there's now a real epidemic of buildings collapsing. You don't have enough fingers on your hand to count how many homes have collapsed. And that's just in the last 2 weeks. The local authorities are hiding something. More details about this in the following report.
In Russia, there have already been 5 building collapses in just 2 weeks. This time it's St. Petersburg. On Nevsky Prospect, the floor between the first and second stories of a residential building collapsed. One person was killed and another was injured. According to preliminary information, the collapse happened during renovations. An investigation is already underway.
In short, there are tons of fire trucks and ambulances on Nevsky, just a huge number of them. Gas service vehicles, firefighters, ambulances are all heading there. Something's going on, right?
This isn't a coincidence, but part of a disturbing trend in recent days. In just the past 14 days, similar incidents have occurred in different regions of the country.
There are fatalities. He went missing. You could say this is the culmination of everything that's been happening.
And the explosion happened right across from my door. The blast was so strong it blew out the window, actually the whole kitchen window frame. And the entrance door got jammed. I barely managed to open it to get out.
On July 31st in Ufa, part of the wall of a 5-story building, formerly a technical school and recognized as a cultural heritage site, collapsed. No one was injured. July 29th, Yekaterinburg. Here, part of an administrative building constructed in 1963 collapsed. All 36 people who were inside managed to get out in time. The reason was outdated structures. On July 28th in Astrakhan, the entrance of a condemned building that was supposed to be demolished in the spring collapsed. 3 people were injured. Investigators have opened criminal cases on charges of negligence.
At the moment, 15 people have been evacuated, and all necessary measures are being taken to determine the cause of the damage.
On July 25th, there was a household gas explosion in Saratov. The entrance of a 10-story building collapsed like a house of cards. At least 7 people died, including a child. Another 18 were injured.
The entire entrance just collapsed. I've never seen anything like this in my life. There were, of course, many individuals present, a considerable number of people indeed. It was such an explosion you can't imagine. Luckily, I was sitting behind the refrigerator. The fire brigade had already arrived.
I went into the store. I ducked down, and luckily I left the store in time. Otherwise, I would have been buried there. It's shocking.
5 tragedies, 5 regions. And one question, how is this possible? Why do dangerous buildings remain standing while people still live in them? Why is there no real oversight of their condition? There is usually no money to demolish dangerous buildings, nor is there money for major repairs. But for the war with Ukraine, billions are spent every day. There is always funding for missiles, drones, and bombs used to kill civilians. As a result, in their own country, people are dying not from shelling, but in their own apartments, in buildings that are simply unfit for living. 5 incidents in 2 weeks. You could map the geography of these incidents from the Volga region to St. Petersburg. And although the causes vary, from dilapidation to explosions, the result is the same. Hundreds of people have lost their homes, and the issue of building safety has once again become urgent.
What should the next strike be? Deeper into the Russian Federation? Share your thoughts in the comments, hit the like button under the video, and stay up to date with the main news. There are already 450,000 of us subscribed. More to come. See you soon.